All right, hello and welcome. A little bit of a different video today. As you can see, I'm going to be replanting my coffee plant here. I thought might as well do it on the video. Before I do that, I'm drinking this. So my mom was recently on a trip and she brought back a little bag of coffee from Peru. So quite nice to enjoy something so direct from the source. Obviously I can't really send you anywhere to get this, but it's just nice coffee. All right, so the coffee plant. I've had this for a little while now, and it's kind of well into the growing season. The growing season for these is probably like March through September, I think it is. I'm sure I'll discover some things about that. But what I need to do is I need to put it in a much different pot. So I got it in this like sort of cute looking, coffee mug type little potter, and I'll surely put something else in here because it's still kind of a cute pot, but not very practical in terms of growing a plant. So instead, just a regular planter. Now I'm kind of realizing I was doing just kind of a bit of research on taking care of these coffee plants and getting them to grow. I think this is probably too small, but it's also what I have, and I need to replant this guy. So I'm just gonna do it. And I think if I have to repot this again later, then fine, so be it. All right. I'm just gonna kind of go through this. I don't really know anything about plants. Plants usually do not last a long time for me. If you've been watching videos on this channel for a long time, you may have noticed some of the plants that I've gone through over the years. I had a cactus for quite a while that I somehow managed to not let survive. So so far, the coffee plant has actually been doing the best and actually growing. So that's notable for me. I also feel like if my coffee plant dies, I'm going to be pretty embarrassed. Oh yes, so another thing. And I'll just try to talk as I do these things. Pardon me, plant lovers out there, if I do something absolutely horrible, forgive me. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. So, the name. I decided on, oh buddy, this is gonna be tricky getting this out of here. Let me tell you about the name before I continue on that, because I feel like I'm gonna be occupied trying to get that thing out of here. So I wanted a name that reflected the origins and history of coffee, and something with a bit of meaning. I decided, especially with my appreciation and love of Yemen coffee, to look to the Arabic language and try to find something. So the name that I've come up with for my plant is Al-Haya. Al-Haya. Please, someone out there correct me with what I'm about to explain. So this is from Shajarat Al-Haya, which Google Translate tells me is Arabic for tree of life. And that seems quite appropriate. So I like Shajarat Al-Haya. I've decided to sort of, oh, what the heck is in here? Something shiny. plastic? All right, I'm a little distracted. What is in the middle of this? So yeah, I decided the Tree of Life sounded like a good name for this plant. So her name is Alhaya. All right, just come out of here, please, please. Are you gonna? Please be kind. Uh-oh. All right. Hopefully this is okay. One thing I don't have today, which I need to go get, is I need some fertilizer. I'm taken to understand that during this period of growth for the plant, every couple of weeks I want to be watering it with water that has fertilizer in it. Right. I'm thinking that, and this makes sense, for this thing to be quite root bound. And as you can see, this pot is not a very good pot. It's pretty cheap. So forgive me, Alhaya. Alhaya. Alhaya? Alhaya. Alhaya? All right. I'm just trying to coax you out without ripping anything. Okay. By the way, anyone watching who knows what they're doing with plants, if there's a better way I could be doing this, it's going to be too late for this plant by the time you see this, of course. But feel free to let me know what I should have done differently. I'm just trying to. I want this to just come out. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Okay. There. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right. Figure I might as well get the rest of this in here. Why not? Okay, that looks pretty good as a spot for that. There's my mug pot. All right, I set that aside. And then give it some of this nice, rich soil. And hope that this will do well. I don't have a base for this yet. As you can see, this is just sitting on a plastic plate. That's kind of what I have to work with at the moment. I did watch one video of a coffee repotting, so I'm kind of trying to mimic what they did in there. He was putting it into a much larger pot, which led me to believe that what I got here is too small, but also maybe this is too much soil. I don't know. One thing that's a little different in my situation here is I think from what he was planning, it looked like his tree was much more developed, and I've got like a bunch of little saplings here kind of situation. Okay, so I don't know, that looks pretty good. What do you think? Alhaya. Alhaya? Shajarat Alhaya. Tree of Life. All right, well, so that's been repotting of the coffee tree. Hopefully she does nicely. I'm gonna give a lot of good water, get this nice and damp, and then at some point I'll need to get some fertilizer and make sure she continues to grow. But should see her more on the channel as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. Let me know if I've done anything terribly wrong in terms of my plant, and things of that nature. Catch you in the next one.